What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the brand new August announcements from Radiance Films, and honestly, this might be one of the strongest months in a while. And saying that from a company who are consistently strong is saying something. We've got Italian cinema, Japanese dark satire, we've got a noir box set, a sweaty neo-noir in 4K, and one absolutely unhinged circus nightmare from Spain. So yeah, pretty standard Radiance month, really. As always, let me know in the comments what you're most excited for, what you're picking up, what you're skipping, and what kind of release do you think stands out this month. Let's get into it. First up, from 1964, we've got The Magnificent Cuckold, a film that feels absolutely made for Radiance. A stylish Italian psychological drama mixed with satire, obsession, fantasy, paranoia, all wrapped around a husband spiraling deep into jealousy and delusion. And it's got some familiar faces that we've seen in other Radiance releases as well. You know, the big selling point here is obviously Claudia Cardinale. From the stills alone, she looks incredible, as she always does, and brings that wonderful performances that she usually does here. We've also got Ugo Tognazzi from Weak Spot as well. So I've got a couple of people who've been in recent Radiance releases. Yeah, this sounds interesting. It sounds a little bit, and I'm sure it's nothing like it, but Eyes Wide Shut just ever so slightly. This has got a brand new 4K restoration from the original camera negative. We've got uncompressed mono PCM audio. We've got an interview with Richard Dyer, a new visual essay by Remy Fournier Lazoni, alternate colour sequences, new improved English subtitle translation, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet, and it's limited to 3,000 copies. And as always, you buy 4 or more of the releases and you get 10% off at the end. This feels like one of those releases that's tailor-made to be super interesting, super fun. It's something that I will absolutely go to. You know my proclivities for Italian films, so yes, super excited about this one. Next up, we have 10 Women in Black. And honestly, it just sounds fantastic. The whole synopsis is just wild. A television executive discovers that his wife and 9 mistresses are plotting to kill him. So he does the only thing that he can do. He decides to fake his own death and see how everyone reacts, which immediately tells you the kind of tone you're going from here. But when one of the women kills themselves to repent the actions that they have thought about, the rest of the women discover that he's still alive and decide to put their plan back into action, finish what they started. So you have this sort of dark satire, social commentary, post-war kind of gender politics. It just sounds vicious in the best possible way. You know, Radiance are describing this as an undiscovered gem. And when they say something like that, I sit up, I take note exactly of what is coming here. They've released some absolute wonderful Japanese cinema, and I am really interested to get to this one and see what it's going to be all about, see what the talking points are. We have got a 4K restoration. We've got uncompressed mono audio, the Kon Ichikawa story, a feature-length documentary. We have a trailer, new improved English subtitle translation, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet, more to be confirmed as well, and it's limited to 3,000 copies. Honestly, it just sounds kind of twisted, funny in the right kind of way. Puts me in the mind of the Bride Who Wore Black, that kind of tonality. I'm guessing. Haven't seen it. Looking forward to checking it out. Then we've got a big title from this month, The World Noir Volume 5. And they're continuing this noir line, which I am so grateful for. I love these sets. They have been some really standout films in amongst this. And honestly, at this point, it just becomes essential collector pieces here. I don't even need to see the films. The pedigree is there in the previous 4 volumes. I know I want it. We have 3 films here: The Bandit, Against the Law, and 4 Ways Out. So let's see. The Bandit, returning from war, Ernesto comes home without a family to welcome him. A chance encounter with a gangster's mall catapults him into a life of crime. Okay, Against the Law, a middle-class man laundering money for the mob to make ends meet witnesses a murder during a currency exchange. Fingered as the murderer by the police, he and his girlfriend attempt to clear his name. And a gang of 4 ordinary men steal 2 cases stuffed with money from a football ground. They split up to evade capture, but misplaced allegiances and nerves threaten their freedom. They all sound kind of great. We've got 3 Italian noir films from the late 40s and early 50s at this time, all restored in 4K from the original camera negatives, which is terrific. We've got the original uncompressed mono PCM audio, new improved optional English subtitles, reversible sleeve, 80-page book, and it's limited to 3,000 copies. And just like I'm so with them here on these films. If I had to pick something that just jumps out to me, and it's simply because of the director, is 4 Ways Out. You know, you've got Pietro Germi, who's done a couple of films already in the Radiance range, and I've really enjoyed them, and I am there for that. Exceptional. Yeah, there's not really much. I shouldn't have to sell this title to you. This should be one that you're just like, yes, I am getting that. So yeah, absolutely terrific. A first from Radiance, I believe, is an upgrade from a previous title. So we have The Hotspot from 1990, which is a fantastic neo-noir. I just absolutely love it, directed by Dennis Hopper. Getting it in 4K, I'm really interested to see the difference between the Blu-ray and the 4K. I'm just curious on that. You know, like I said, directed by Dennis Hopper, starring Don Johnson, Virginia Madsen, and Jennifer Connelly. This thing is basically sweaty noir perfection. Dusty small town atmosphere, crime, seduction, betrayal. It looks and feels just, you can tell what Hopper's going for, and he really achieves it here. I am interested to see if there is much new on this one. So we've got a 4K restoration from the original negative, uncompressed stereo PCM, archival interview with Dennis Hopper, Nick Dawson on Dennis Hopper and The Hotspot. We have Dwayne Swierinski on Charles Williams' source novel, trailer, English subtitles, reversible sleeve, limited edition booklet, and it's limited to 5,000 copies. One moment. So just having a look at my copy of The Hotspot already, just to see if there's any differences within the extras. And it doesn't look like it is. It just looks like a straight, changing format. We're going from Blu-ray to 4K. Interesting. I wonder if there are other titles within the Radiance range that really kind of suit that or would benefit from that as well. It is a standout film. Like I said, curious to see what the 4K brings to it. Finally, we have The Last Circus from Alex de la Iglesia, a very familiar name who's done some amazing films in his time. And this film just looks absolutely insane. It's set against the backdrop of the Spanish Civil War, and it follows 2 clowns trapped in a violent, surreal love triangle that spirals into total madness. Iglesias has done some amazing films in his time, and if you've discovered this filmmaker before, you know he doesn't pull any punches. So, and he doesn't really go for subtlety either. But he is a really strong filmmaker. Let's see what the Blu-ray has here. So it's a Blu-ray premiere, high-def digital transfer from the original HD cam, because this is a film from 2010. New audio commentary. We've got a new video essay, making of The Last Circus, behind-the-scenes footage, visual effects, trailers, new improved English subtitle, limited edition booklet, and it's limited to 2,000 copies. Now, Inglesias is probably most familiar for Dave the Beast, Mutant Action, and my personal favourite, Perita Durango, which is just incredible. So I am kind of curious to see what this later film from him is like, and it does sound absolutely wild. And just looking at some of the art there, yeah, it's definitely got a vibe all of its own. Overall, this is a really strong month from Radiance. You've got prestige world cinema, you've got deep cut noir, Japanese satire, you've got Dennis Hopper with a neo-noir, you've got a psychotic clown from Spain. And for me personally, the most exciting title this month is probably World Noir 5. It's a series that I really have loved from the first volume. It's one that I'll probably dive into straight away just to see the kind of films that are there. I love noir films, so I'm really excited for that. I'm excited for all the Radiance releases, but World Noir 5 is probably the one that jumps out at me. But I can see myself ending up with all of these easily. I would love to know your picks of what is most notable here, so let me know in the comment box below. And as always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and like and join the channel for more boutique and 4K coverage. Thanks for watching. See you next time.